We have a very busy season coming up because besides the national team events that are coming up, there is the African Club Championships, which should be coming out anytime now for both men and women. This same year, towards the end of the year, we should be having the All Africa Games in Ghana. And this is very crucial for us because the women indoor, the convention of volleyball women will be the defending champions, and the beach volleyball women are the defending silver medalists. And also, you remember, they were the ones that represented Africa in the Olympics. What is going to happen here is that the men's team, which people have underrated so much, is actually very much upbeat and unknown to many people. Last year, they performed very well, and for the first time in history, the national Kenyan men's team beat the giants Egypt during the Rwanda Africa Cup of Nations. So what we want to do is that we don't want just one-off victories. We want the men's team to rise to the occasion, and they have what it takes, taking into account the way our clubs are playing, to settle scores and qualify not only for the All Africa Games, but also to qualify for Paris 2024, which is our main target. We are hoping that the men's team, the women's team for conventional volleyball, plus now the beach volleyball teams for men and women will qualify for that premier event. Of course, after qualifying for and participating in the All Africa Games in Ghana end of this year. Our main plan, our master plan, is to start team recruitment as soon as possible. We are looking forward to putting together a good blend of old and young players, with, of course, the majority of those being young. And we already started because in the volleyball empowerment project that we signed with the FIVB last year, we sent a national team for women to Brazil for 2.5 months and to Serbia for another 10 days. What happened is that we put more thrust on the youth. 55–60% of the team were totally unknown and young players. And they lived up to the expectations, and they produced the best results ever in the World Championships that followed up in the Netherlands. We want to follow up on, because that program is still on. So for the women's team, we'll follow up again with FIVB and the trainers that we had, so that that program now culminates and climaxes in the Olympic Games next year. Of course, the major event in between being the All Africa Games. So the recruitment will soon start. We have already started the new season, and the scouts will be out and about. And in a month or two, we'll announce the teams for the two events. Trailblazers' first shining example is the fact that they started on a task that looked impossible. It looked like it could not be done. They started off from scratch. They didn't have a sponsor at the beginning. People of goodwill got together, and it shows it can be done. Laying the foundation is actually the most important thing. But above all, getting sponsors may be easy, but the harder part is retaining them, giving them reason to stay on. So in this particular case, we encourage clubs through the conduct of the players and through performance to get players, to get their teams to be able to attract sponsors, map out what the sponsors want, because there's every sponsor who puts money in a sport has a certain objective, so that also we give the sponsors money, value for their money. That is actually the most important thing. But above all, we also expect aspects of discipline to be of the highest order, so that way not too much time is wasted on sideshows, which is of course not enough time. If we just get teams to come together just around competition time, it's not been enough, and we have already learned our lessons. So what we are doing is we are diversifying the sources of our support and sponsorship. Besides the government, we're also looking out to corporates. We're also looking even to individuals and other companies. We are looking to clothing companies. We have approached them, and we want to sign definite contracts, contracts which have deliverables which will push us towards our peak.